Hi, welcome to part 3, how to dispute past round 1. Okay, after this we have just 2 more videos, how to maximize results with reasons and wrapping it all together. Okay, so in part 1 we went over how to dispute. Part 2 was dealing with what happens when the bureaus verify, but now we're actually going to look at the flow and what to do after you've sent out round 1. So this all goes together, and the further you go through this mini course, the more you're going to see just how many options you have available and what type of ammunition that you have against the bureaus. Okay, so if you remember, we have our example account. We're actually not going to look at this right now. We're going to move over here. Okay, so in the middle we have violations, and we're going to go over that at the end. Let me just move my camera. Okay, now starting with round 1, on the left we have dispute reasons. On the right we have ways to fight the bureaus with their violations and failure to do this and failure to do that. Okay, so it'll make sense, just watch. Okay, so round 1, going down the hierarchy, starting at the top with the most important reasons. Data loss activity. Round 2 would be data loss payment. 3, payment history. 4, high balance. 5, monthly payment. 6, status update date or date reported, any of those. High balance. Oh, we've got high balance on here twice. We're gonna have to replace that with something. First date of delinquency and violations. Now, in place of this, no wonder why I actually had too many. In place of this, you can literally dispute anything. So let's say that you're kind of grasping at straws right around here. You can look back at your account, and instead of disputing the date of last delinquency, you can choose this 60-day late payment right here. You can fight the fact that there are late payments after the close date. You can fight the balance. You can look at basically anything that you have reported out of the 17 dispute reasons that you automatically have on every single account. Now, you also have an entirely different approach that you can take. So instead of simply going after, these are the dispute reasons that I have, you also need to look at the fact that you need to ask for method of verification. Is the required notice a dispute on there? Failure to verify, correct, or remove inaccurate information. Did they say they were not going to investigate, or did they do a independent investigation? You can fight the use of eOscar. So are they only doing an electronic response? If they are, and you know that they are, then the fact remains that there's been no investigation. It is one computer sending a 2-digit code over to another computer, and that computer is going to match their records against the records of the bureaus, and it's automatically going to be verified because they're looking at the same information. Okay, where is the proof? Go after the lack of proof, and then it goes down to violations. Now, look at the full circle. It ends with the CFPB in both situations. Okay, so now what are violations that you can go after? So this is the information down the center, and this is only a few of them. Okay, so notice of dispute, 623 and 806B, failure to remove unverified information. Section 609, failure to provide a signed contract or proof of the agreement to pay or owe. The proof of investigation, they didn't provide it, is a violation. Monthly payment on a closed account, late payments after charge-off, failure to remove items that are due to fraud, balance, monthly payment past due on a sold or transferred account, late payments on a collection or past due. So you have many things that you can use to go after the bureaus, but basically I wanted to provide a rounds versus reasons, and reasons versus what you could do to fight them. So if you do not have any of these, you choose one of these. If you do not have half of these, you choose one of these, okay? So you are always going to have a way to fight the bureaus. You're always going to have a way to get your results, and you just have to know and understand how to use them, okay? So even though this is a shorter video, it provides a lot of information that you may or may not have known. A lot of people believe that they only have one way to remove things, and that's very simply because they either didn't know it, or because there's all of these credit gurus out there that are teaching the wrong thing. They're teaching that you only remove accounts using Section 609, or that you only use Section 1681, okay? So, you know, everyone has their own opinion, but my results speak for themselves, okay? So in 2018 alone, I had 5,527 negative items removed. I had over 3,000 corrected, all right? So I know what I'm talking about. Like I said, my results speak for themselves. So if you want results, then these are the things that you need to pay attention to, okay? So we're going to get rid of the center part, and now we're going to look at the dispute reasons that go with these, okay? So, and this is all based on this account right here. So I will see you on video number 4 in just a minute.